This is a new thing I'm starting called the Photojournalism Diaries, where I document things I do as a photography and journalism student, hence the name. Is it technically photojournalism? Depends who you ask. For this shoot, I was able to use a big 160-600 lens, and honestly, it was a little overwhelming, but I did feel like I got a few good photos from this meet. I think that it was a great learning experience with the gear, and I learned the hard way why you need a monopod with these kinds of lenses. After midterms were over, I decided to practice my hand at product photography. I've done it before for my photography final, but besides that, I haven't really touched the genre, so I decided to go shoot at the park with a white background and natural light. I also swatched some makeup I don't use, and it's not perfect, but it's really just the practice that I get out of these test shots. I used artificial lighting, and honestly, it was really inconsistent because I was using this light I had gotten off of AliExpress, and it was flashing, but not different colors, or it wasn't flashing on and off. It was flashing different brightnesses, so I had to time my shutter for every time it was the brightest. Oh my god, that was hikey aggravating. I already did a whole video on shooting for this event, but overall I was pretty stoked about shooting for swim since I love shooting for water polo in the fall. It was a fun meet, which was okay because I was mainly, again, just practicing, but what wasn't okay was the weather, because why was it 80 degrees at 10 a.m.? I was dying. I wish I was in the pool. I took the rest of the weekend to edit pictures and also work on some research for my news story that I'm working on for my college journalism class. For one of my assignments, I had to draft some questions for an interview and then conduct said interview. If I'm being honest, a lot of this time that I spent on my computer was mainly me procrastinating, but when it finally came time for me to do the interview, I had to be prepared and lock in. I'm doing a story about how Sacramento State's football team is moving to the Mid-American Conference and how it will affect players at all levels, as well as the Sacramento community. For this, I interviewed my high school's head football coach, and honestly, the interview went way better than I thought it would. I just finished my first ever interview. I'm still kind of shaking a little bit. It went pretty well, actually. I need to transcribe it for my assignment. I'm so happy it's over, not because it was bad, but because I was so nervous. I haven't stopped thinking about doing this interview since last night, and a lot of things happened last night, so yeah. This was my first time shooting for lacrosse, both girls and boys. Their games are usually much later, but I was lucky enough to attend one of their earlier home games. I know a lot of the girls on the team, and I've been on the field to shoot once before, so overall I felt pretty comfortable. When it came to the boys' game, the sun was setting and I had to adjust my settings really quick. The photos turned out really grainy, and it required a lot of post-production to get them looking like an actual camera took them. Lacrosse was my last shoot of this block of days, and the college I do my journalism classes at is on midterm break next week. So that means I get a break from my college stuff, but not really a break from my high school stuff. And that also means more shooting. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. See you in the next one.